Hey guys, Sean Clark here and welcome to another tournament preview. This time it's Dreamhack's time. The Dreamhack Eizo Open Tour is concluding this very weekend in Romania, and I'm here with a video to kind of update on the Dreamhack Eizo Tour so far in 2012 and what it means. After that, we're going to zoom in a little bit onto Bucharest and have a look at the format for this weekend's tournament, the players that will be playing in it, and then I'll show you where you can find all the action ready for this fantastic couple of days ahead of us. So let's go ahead and look at the Dreamhack Eizo Open Tour. The Dreamhack Eizo Open, sponsored by Eizo of course, then Sapphire, AMD, Twitch TV, and most recently Logitech. It's so far had 3 different stops, and if we just come down here on the amazing Wikipedia page, thank you very much guys for making this again and keeping up to date. As you can see here, we've had the Dreamhack Open Stockholm, Dreamhack Open Summer, and Dreamhack Open Valencia before the Bucharest of course. We've had 6 finalists that have qualified already for Dreamhack Winter. That's Thorzane and Pult. What a glorious finals that was. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking out the VODs on YouTube on the Dreamhack page, which I'll show you at the end of this video as well. We then had Mana versus Damaga, which was the first tournament broadcast on SVT, the national Swedish channel and station. And then we had most recently Tasia versus 4GG in Valencia, an amazing final where we saw Tasia pull it from behind to be able to pull the victory for Team Liquid. And then of course we're waiting now for Bucharest. This tour is basically building up 24 qualification spots for the Dreamhack Winter Finals, which has $80,000 on the line. Throughout this tour, there's been 1.2 million kroner. That is a damn lot of prize money. That's roughly £115,000. Over to dollars, I suppose that's maybe $180,000 or roughly upon there. I guess you can look at it 80, 100, 120, 150, 170. So $170,000, $180,000 throughout the tour. A lot of goddamn money. And it's you know, coming to an end this weekend with a final stop. Throughout the tour, as I mentioned, there's 24 qualification spots. To kind of break that down a little bit for you and you know, where are those 24 players coming from? So each finalist or each finals will have 2 direct seeds. So Thorzane, Pult, Mana, Damaga, Tasia, and 4GG, and then the finalists of this weekend are directly qualified. That's 8 players. From that, there's going to be 12 players that make it through the point system. So if we look down here, here is the chart of the players that have played so far. It goes all the way down, but let's just have a look at the top. So here are the guys in green that are directly qualified, directly seeded, and then we have Stefano, Sasse, and Red, and it goes down from here. Just to kind of break down the point system a little bit further for you before we look at who's going through and who has to do well, is that we see 5 points here for Sasse. Let's just follow Sasse's run for a minute throughout the tour in 2012. In Stockholm, Sasse with 5 points managed to get a top 16 finish. At Summer, he got top 8, which was 12 points, and then top 8 again in Valencia for another finish there, top 8 finish. Basically, that's given him 29 points throughout the tour. And of course, if we just have another example, we have Genius here, who made it to the round of 16 in the Dreamhack Eizo Stockholm, Open Stockholm. But let's look a little bit closer on who's got the points and who hasn't. Stefano is leading with Sasse and Rhett shortly behind. Those 3 players with their points of 25 points minimum is guaranteed. They are guaranteed to be at the Dreamhack Winter Finals with the directly qualified players. Hero and Nurcho in 4th and 5th place though, they are 99% going to be there. At 24 points, that is damn good. It's going to be very difficult to break that. The only way that Hero and Nurcho aren't going to be present at the finals is if somehow there's a tiebreaker that happens this weekend and the matches don't go their way and then they get the boot. But you know, they should be there. It's pretty much guaranteed to be there. But that opens up, you know, all these positions, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, down to 91 here, that is open for grabs for anybody that signs up. If they sign up and get a semi-final finish, which is 20 points, that shoots them up above 10th place Sasse, giving them the slot. So there's a lot of options here and a lot of players that are gunning towards that. So you'll have 12 players joining the 8 that are going to be directly seeded, which gives us a total of 20 players. And then at the Dreamhack Winter Finals itself, there's actually going to be, as we can see here, a BIOC, a Bring Your Own Computer tournament, will be held at Dreamhack Winter 2012, where 4 additional players will qualify for the Grand Final. So even though this is the last tour, the last Dreamhack Open Tour stop, there will be a last chance qualifier, but you have to bring your computer to the event in the winter. Alright, so that's the breakdown so far of the Dreamhack Eizo Open Tour. Let's now zoom in a little bit to Bucharest. So over here on a different tab, we have the Bucharest tournament being held in Romania that is happening on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, the 20th and 21st of October. The starting time will be roughly 10-11 a.m. local, so that's going to be Swedish time 10 a.m., 11 a.m. It's basically early morning European time and even earlier American time. The tournament here, the format is going to be the same as always, where we have the round of 16 group stage format. So it's going to be round robin, best of 3. Top 2 players from the group of 4 will advance on to the next stage. So we'll cut the participants in half for the round of 32, and we do the same again. So we have exactly the same again, round robin, best of 3s, top 2 advance to the single elimination playoffs. So we cut it in half again, and we get 16 players that will go into the bracket, which will be best of 3s until the final, which will be a best of 5. So if we go down now and have a look who's actually playing this weekend, here's the list of notable participants. There are a lot of other signups, a total of 64, but here's a handful that Team Liquid have picked out that you can look at and expect to see playing there. So let's have a look at Protoss initially. Here are the 15 players. Mr. Tyrantius, Desro, Ranged, Elfie, Nighten, Harston, Starnan, Sage, Naniwa, Cyplo, Mana, Inca, Vines, and Monchi. The only one that I know that isn't coming is Naniwa from this list. He pulled out last minute and won't be present. So if you go back to the Open Tour and have a look at the point system, Naniwa is in a bunch of trouble. He's in the last spot possible with 12 points. That's going to be easily overtaken this weekend. So Naniwa's in a bit of trouble. I don't think he's going to make the qualification spot for the Dreamhack Winter Finals, which means he's going to have to play and aim for a top 4 finish at the actual last chance qualifiers. Players, though, on this Protoss list to look out for. I was really happy with the way that Elfie and Nighten played at the last weekend's tournament with the ASUS Good Invitation. I think those 2 players played absolutely fantastically. I'm very excited to see Inca and Vines here, 2 Koreans that are playing for Apex Esports. Mana has a lot to prove here. You know, he just came back from Korea, didn't perform as well as he would have hoped at the Good Invitational last weekend, so all eyes will be on him as well. Going over to the Terran players here, we have Star Eagle, a consistent competitor across all European tournaments, is always there. Actually did very well at WCS most recently. Nama, Rain, Oriz, Poyo, BCQT, Song, Top, Cloud, and the STC. Very excited to have the STC come back. He did really well in the previous tournament. I think it was semi-final, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a quick look over here. The STC 20-point semi-final finish in Valencia, and he's looking to claim his spot in the Dreamhack Winter Finals. Players to look out for and Terran players, I'm very excited to have Beastie QT. He's been practicing very hard in America, living with Mr. Bitter and so on. Mr. Bitter, with his Razor Academy, has been helping Beastie QT out a lot, so I think that he could do extraordinarily well at this tournament. Very happy to see Top come back. Top was actually the first Korean to enter a Dreamhack tournament. Back in 2010 at the Dreamhack Winter Finals, Top and Inca, who's also here, those were the 2 Koreans that came, I think. There may have been a couple of others, but those were the 2 that really stuck out in my brain right now thinking about that. So excited to see them back here at another Dreamhack tournament. Going over to the Zerg list, and this is a dangerous Zerg list if I've ever seen one before. The best of the European Zergs are here, aside from Stefano, who of course you knew couldn't attend. Nurchio, Bly, oh my god, that is a fantastic duo right there. Then we got Paranoid, Death Angel, Targa, who had a massive run in Valencia, and very much so looking forward to see what he can do for his team Mind Freaks once again this weekend. Then we got Rhett, who didn't quite get past the group stage at the ASUS Good Invitational, but by god did he play good. So definitely expecting something from Rhett this weekend. Tilo, everybody's expecting a lot from him this weekend as well. A great finish, semi-final finish last weekend at that ASUS tournament. Everybody's expecting him to do super well here, and he's gunning for decent position, because if you look back at the point system again here, TLO is not in that top 12, so he has to be gunning for like a semi-final finish here if he wants hopes to be able to go to the Dreamhack Winter Finals. to qualify, should I say. Sort of is coming. Ziptamini, Juk2 from the GSL, plays for Apex Esports as well. Protoss at Xsword, Sleep is coming. Very, very excited to see him there. And Giant too. So a fantastic list all around. A lot of notable participants there that are going to bring us a fantastic, exciting, thrilling tournament live this weekend. And of course, there's the format again. As you can see, you can open up here. We're going to have all the players going to be in these groups. 2 will advance. We hide it and we go to group stage 2. 2 will advance again. 2 will be out. And then we have the playoff bracket, which will be here. Alright, so now you kind of know what to expect this weekend and so on. Where can you actually watch the tournament? This beautiful website here, www.dreamhack.tv. Right now, because the streams are not live and so on, there are all the VODs from previous tournaments laid out, and you can even filter them out through StarCraft, CS, Dota, you name it, VODs by event. This is definitely something you want to check out to get the Dreamhack feeling again ready for this weekend. And it goes all the way back even to Dreamhack Summer 2011, where Huck played against July, when myself and Day9 commentated in the Day9 tent. So there's a lot of odds. But when the tournament's actually ready to go live, this is where the streams will be. This page will be different. This is where they'll be. So make sure to bookmark this page here and get ready to watch the action this weekend. So thank you for watching this tournament preview once again. I hope it's brought some information to you and just kind of brought the tournament to your eyes, ready for this fantastic couple of days ahead of us. Thanks for watching it, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you in Romania.